order to understand the true power of the Tsar Bomb, we need to understand the history of atomic bombs in general. Okay, so the basic story is that some random nerd named Albert Weirdhair gave one of his nerd friends Sicilian Murphy a call and asked Sicilian Murphy to build a big bomb faster than the Germans. Then Sicilian Murphy built the bomb, which he called Trinity. Then the evil US government dropped the bomb on 2 random Japanese cities and killed millions of people and probably ruined thousands of lives. But hey, at least one angry Japanese guy made Godzilla out of his hatred for the US government, so that's cool. Okay guys, I'm kidding. Godzilla was inspired by the Castle Bravo bomb, you freaking idiots. Which was the strongest bomb the US ever made. And it was made during the Cold War. And if you babies don't know what that was, it was essentially when the US and Russia really started to not like each other and built a bunch of nukes for no reason. Oh, and there was also a space race, which I talk about in my videos on how a monkey saved the space race and how the Soviets almost conquered the entire solar system, but that's besides the point. But anyways, the Castle Bravo was the largest bomb America ever made, and was a hydrogen bomb. A hydrogen bomb is different from a nuclear bomb, since a hydrogen bomb doesn't use uranium atoms to make nuclear fission, but instead uses hydrogen atoms to make nuclear fusion. And if you did not understand what any of that means, neither do I. But anyways, hydrogen bombs usually are more powerful than nuclear bombs, and the first hydrogen bomb wasn't actually Castle Bravo, but the intimidating, dangerous Mike. But anyways, Mike was so scary to the Soviets it made them poop their pants. And 3 years later, they created RDS-37, which had the power of 1.6 megatons of TNT, which was 8.4 megatons of TNT weaker than Mike. Then the US made Castle Bravo, which was 15 megatons of TNT, and understandably that made the Soviets poop their pants even harder. And the Soviets, in desperation, made Tsar Bomba, which actually means king of bombs in Russian. And it was. The Tsar Bomba was 50 megatons of TNT at least and sent shockwaves around the planet. But the twist is, the bomb was only at 50% of its power when it was tested. Because if it was at its full power, it would tear through the ozone layer. However, meanwhile, other nations besides the USSR and the United States, and the Cold War kind of ended when the USSR just collapsed.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
However, meanwhile, other nations besides the USSR and Russia and the United States made their own nukes. Some famous examples would be Operation Hurricane by the British, Smiling Buddha by India, and however you pronounce this, by the French. And more bombs by many more nations like Pakistan, China, Israel, and Anyway, see my videos on the space race and subscribe, comment your thoughts, and goodbye.